What's up guys, my name is Jace and let's play Vampyr. I made the decision to come talk to Dr. Swansea with the report we got from some of those vampire hunters, see if he has anything to say about it.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have questions about the blackmailer.
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
And no. Shitty tits, okay.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
Okay, so I thought maybe that would open a separate set of Discord, but I guess not. Okay. Wellwood.
It's locked.
So I still haven't been able to recreate that incident where there was a person hiding behind that door and I could like eavesdrop on them. Okay, and like I said at the end of the last episode, we are going to try to sneak by. I'm going to try to sneak by, further the plot with this. Maybe we'll try to do the other side quest if it doesn't work. A lot of fucking running in this game. District status serious, yeah, because there's that skull over there munching everything. In a 10-mile radius. Okay, let's check our map. So, if I go straight up this street, right up Main Street, and then go here, put an end to the blackmail plot. Okay. Okay, some of these guys I can take on. So there's a level 11 and a level 12. I'm gonna surprise the level 12. Ah crap, this did not work as planned. Oh shit. I ran out of stamina, Ah, crap. You've got a Tommy gun? That's not good. Ah, crap. And killing the bite. Perfect. Awesome, that was a lot of blood. Any rats around here to help top me up? No. Is this the... yeah. But there's a rat. Awesome. So is there like rats near every single hideout?
I have
That'd be cool.
Thirst for blood.
Hey, Mickey. Munch, munch.
This is despicable.
Eh. Snack's a snack. Okay, cool. Okay, another random We Want You poster. There's that skull I freaking couldn't surprise last time.
I have this thirst.
That's what I'm... Not that I need to get feet on him, but... Perfect. See, that went perfect.
This
Watery
is
rich.
despicable.
Hey, come here. Oh, actually I don't need to. I'm full on everything. I need to bring my blood capacity up, is what I need to do. Okay, garbage jumping, diving, dumpster diving, aluminum.
Every night. Aye. The guards recruit more and more every year.
11, 12, 10.
Close, keep an eye on each other.
Ah, crap. That's not good. Shit, this is not good. Kill him. Okay. Ah, fuck, I dodged. No, 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 go to that guy. Thank you. Okay, now I'm stuck. Great, now I'm stuck. This is horrible. Ow. Do I got a shotgun? No, I don't have shotgun shells. Okay, fuck you, buddy. Damn it. That shield of his is freaking killing me. Ow. Okay, how is he deflecting that shit when his back's turned? His shield's on his left arm. That's so much bullshit. Oh, crap. And there's another dead guy somewhere here. Yeah, here. He didn't drop anything? Of course not. Okay. Okay. So. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. We're following our mission. Here, ratty.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Petrescu, okay. See exactly. Okay, so it went from here to like all the way over there. Okay. Hideout? That wasn't. What's going on? Somebody having a bar fight or something? Huh. Well, you're dead.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert, stop it!
Okay.
I cannot enter.
Shit. You dying there, buddy?
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Well then, asshole. You're level 1. Ooh, treatment for fatigue. I don't have one on me.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything, it ain't me.
Maybe you confused with someone else. What you did was inexcusable. You picked an easy target, didn't you? I don't know.
Medication and drugs are a rare commodity in East London. So you picked an easy target, didn't you?
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Fair enough. Personal questions. Hints required. Okay. Well
Goodbye, young man.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Run and talk to Darius Perkestis.
Bloody heart, boy. What?
Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
Level 1. Treat for migraine, so I still need that.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
Have you no family? You mean you used to have a better life?
You don't have anywhere to go. No family that would welcome you.
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
So, that was Albert back there? Did you just take a pop shot at your stepkid? Is that what happened?
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
So it was his son. You are shimbly shambly like a drunk man.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Trap.
Dorothy
Do you
Crane?
know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Why did you shoot this boy? Tell me about the war.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy he just frayed me last nerve.
That's not good.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
Get a grip. You should not feel ashamed. These are barbaric methods. You should not feel
Yes.
ashamed.
Sounds like shell shock. I've seen a few cases like yours. This is nothing you should be ashamed of, Benjamin. And it's perfectly natural in your situation.
Not ashamed. I just need my pills. Peace and quiet, that's all.
Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna get out of him for now. Yeah. So I'm gonna go
A
back
gun,
and talk to the kid.
alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
And see if we have a hint to talk to the kid.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
No, no hints. Okay.
Goodbye, young man.
Bye-bye.
I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Well on your way to it, though. Okay, so I can cut through here and then get to the dispensary.
Someday you'll understand. You've wasted your life away.
Oh, you're over here now. Who are you? Street peddler?
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Intriguing local figures.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Yeah, and you swindle them out of their money.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
As opposed to you, where you wait. Personal questions. Hence.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine
What
you're
wares
selling.
do you have? Sombro cordial. Ingredients written in Latin. This item can be recycled into components. Glass vial. There's... So she does have, like, actual medical ingredients. It says opium. Oh, of course you have a fucking shit ton of opium. The rise of the epidemic and the rampant shortage of legal medications. London citizens, for its sedative and anesthetic properties, have recently used opium again. Okay, can I sell you shit? Weapons and modules, ammunition. Large box of clothes. Huh, okay. I'm just gonna back out of that for now.
The stronger cordial can be the answer to all your problems. As long as you have the money.
I would love to see what kind of ingredients list that thing has. So it's just like embalming fluid, extract of cocaine. Knock, knock, motherfucker.
What? What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
He has bronchitis, huh? Alright, tail him, but don't tail him too quick, is what you're saying. He's going into that house. Let's see if I can... Shit. Okay, if I go the other way, I should be able to.
It's locked.
I could totally warp to that fucking balcony. Investigate what he's up to. Do I gotta go through his door?
No one's there.
Well, what the cock? And I can't open this gate. It doesn't even give me a command prompt. Shit. Okay, so... Yeah, so this is everybody in the hospital. This is everybody in the... harbor, I guess. The docks. Hospital, Whitechapel. Oh wow, there's a shit ton of people here to pick from. What good are vampires if you can't use the damn things? You can easily warp up top there. Yeah, so that's my only two venues to get there. Merchant. Oh, what the fucking tit. Can I see him from here? I have a worse view of him here. Kaplunk. Investigate Darius Pertus's action. Oh, I just had to stand here? Oh, okay. Wow. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. Ah, there she is. Covered in blood as usual.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Excuse me.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Sorry.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
Okay, so we learned something. New hint available. The book quality is largely okay. Yeah, Darius is the right arm of Dorothy Crane. Okay. So these are inflicted by migraine and fatigue, bronchitis, cure with treatment for bronchitis.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius.
Find
Nearby
Richard
the
Nethercott.
church they just mentioned.
Okay. Okay, so we're making some good progress. So we gotta go talk to Richard Nethercott or Clayton Darby. One's closer than the other.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Who are you? These are all new people. Hi. Wanna be
Welcome,
friends?
sir. Please take a browse of my wares.
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
Doctor?
False.
Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Fair enough, I like him. Your life in London, how's business?
How is business around here?
Business? I had no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Ooh. Joe Peterson. Huh. I gotta go find this man. He looks scurry.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Yeesh.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
So those were skulls, probably.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Shit ton of hints required.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
She's an excellent nurse. Sure, blame the migrants.
So she's trying to help her fellow immigrants. Why would that make her a villain?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Yeah, it's kind of fair.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Can't make a living if you can't sell your wares.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
So this is the Asima hat.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
That's fair. Do you enjoy bullying people? What do you do?
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
You are a criminal. Survival is natural law. You could have refused. We're gonna try to appeal to his better nature, because he doesn't seem bad. Straight to the core.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Okay, so let's go talk to
Goodbye,
Barrett
Mr.
again.
Peterson.
Fancy Bob.
You never lose your focus, do you?
He looks like a monkey.
Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What's Joe's story? No one has ever stood up.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Morning is never easy, it's just despair can be poison.
Without making excuses for him, it's safe to say that despair can poison even the sanest mind.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
What do you have on trade?
Right then. Show me what you have.
Ooh. I don't have that much money, but this could definitely help. I'm gonna upgrade my handgun as soon as I can. Ooh, you're new.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Oh my god. Can I eat him? Fuck. Uh-huh.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses. But I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
So, you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
No, you're one of those.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in her country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
I really don't like him.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
I am. But the answers I seek are based on facts, not superstition.
Okay.
What do you mean? Quite a... Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Oh boy, science is our only hope. Where do you put the limit? This is the 20th century. Yeah, come on, dude. Get with the times.
Fire is just the instinctive answer of a caveman facing something he does not understand. This is the 20th century.
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
Yeah, boy, this guy is fucking bananas. Wait, have you no family?
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Where did you send him? You sent him on some preaching crusade.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Oh boy.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
You just turned him into a vampire snack. I hope you realize that. Anything else on this one?
What do you...
All
quite...
for you.
Well,
As
what do you...
the beast.
I have...
Okay. Find Clayton in the area. Okay. So, we're gonna have to stick it out in this area and find Mr. Clayton. Then, over here is Richard Nethercott. So, I Any heartbeats? Heartbeats have already... And I'm guessing you're Mr. Clayton. So, I'm going to speak to him right at the start of the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you can. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.